as good as it gets in National League Speedway.
Well, here we are on the Isle of Wight in some glorious summer weather, and it's going to be the Wightlink Warriors tonight taking on the high-flying Birmingham Brummies in a National League fixture, and the Brummies come with a real power-packed squad. Big ask for the Warriors tonight. They've got their normal 6 on parade with the addition of Jamie Bursell, who's come in as a guest reserve. And so let's find out what the guys are thinking as we go over to the pits and chat to some of the guys ahead of the meeting.
Great to be back on the island again after a little bit of a break in the action, but we're joined with Chris Rman before tonight's meeting. Chris, last time you rode at Stoke, difficult track there. What happened?
Yeah, I mean, it read worse than what it actually was. You know, as I described it, it was rideable, just not raceable. And unfortunately, they got through to heat 10 or 11, and the result stood. So all you could do is make the gate and just try and pick whatever points up you could. I mean, there was a lot of fallers, so it was a case of as long as you stayed on, you were guaranteed to pick something up.
So it was riding, not racing.
Yeah, but basically, yeah, it was whoever made the start. Off gate 1 and 2, it was very tricky to make the start. You could ride into the first turn, you just couldn't race into the first turn. So, fortunately, I had gate 3 and 4 in the first 2 races, and managed to pick up a couple of points off each of them. So, yeah, it was just in the third ride, it was just a case of can I pick anything else up? And I suppose that's why we came away with a point, because everyone was picking up the odd point here and there.
So to tonight, over to the island, you got here nice and early today. We've seen you prepping already, so you're all ready to go. Hot day. Does that affect the engine so much?
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's like earlier on. Me and Scott are going to be, in heat 3 then heat 5, and you're talking maximum of 10 minutes between races. So the bike's going to get very hot. The clutches are going to get hot, and more importantly, we're going to get hot as well. So it's just going to be a case of plenty of water on us, not in us, and just try and stay as hydrated as we can.
Now Birmingham are in town. I don't know if you've looked at the stats on their team. Is that the sort of thing you look at, who you're going to be riding against, or do you just go out there?
Not really. I mean, when I stopped taking notice of riders I was against, I started winning, because I just didn't care who was out there. I'd make the start and just try my best to finish where I could. Team stats don't really mean a lot, because I mean, a prime example is Bellevue going to Buxton, and with Buxton's situation that they're in at the minute with lack of riders, I think they only lost by 2 points. So stats don't really show anything. At the end of the day, it's sport, and sport can throw up some wild surprises.
So you're really, really focused basically on what you're doing rather than what's happening around you?
Oh yeah, I mean, as soon as you start focusing on what everyone else is doing, you kind of take your mind off your own job. So the best you can do as a speedway rider is turn up with the best prepared bikes you can. I mean, I was fortunate on Sunday. I got out to a practice at Rye House, so I managed to get a few laps on both bikes. So I know how both bikes are going to work. So if I'm struggling with one, I can swap to the other and know that there's not going to be a problem. Like I said, as soon as you start worrying about everyone else, then you're not focused on what you're doing.
Right, Rye House to here tonight. Small track, big track. But did you find any gremlins in the bike from all your testing that you did up there? Did you find anything that was going to help tonight?
No, well, I mean, everything ran as sweet as a nut on Sunday. We turned up a little bit later than what we should have done. Managed to get 4 rides, two on each bike. I can't complain about them. The only thing is I did have some early season bike problems, but fortunately they're over. It's just the odd person who's making the start of their life against me in a race that's kind of got my name all over it, and that's what I'm saying about sport, is it can throw up surprises, and you just can't get complacent.
All right, Chris, well, enjoy the sunshine and enjoy the racing today. Stay safe, ride fast, and let's bag all those points for the Warriors tonight.
Cheers, thank you.
On the Isle of Wight then, before the meeting tonight, we've got Daniel Hume, who's racing for Birmingham tonight. Welcome back to the island, Daniel. Last time we saw you, you were laid up in Poole Hospital with your arm. How's it feeling now?
Yeah, it's good. Back to fully fit with it, and yeah, it's good. It's just time on the bike now, and well, it was fully fit before the start of the season, but yeah, can't feel it now, so it's good.
Great. So, season started, 2 leagues, Ipswich and for the Brummies as well, so going well.
Yeah, it's good having 2 leagues. Obviously, Wednesday Birmingham, Thursday Ipswich, and that's where I like it, being busy and on the bike.
Now, I did have a little sneaky peek at the averages at the moment, and in the Speedway Star today that come out, you're on a plus 10 average, so it says it all really, doesn't it?
Yeah, just need to keep that going. Yeah, and it's good for the whole team really, because everyone's average this year has gone up, so it's good.
Now, coming back to the island, it's a track that you've ridden many times in the last 3 years. Do you still like it?
Yeah, love coming across. Just love the whole thing really, the whole setup, and even coming across in the ferry. Nice. It's good laugh, and when we're here, well, touch wood, the weather's been good. So yeah. Good
stuff. Well, have a great night tonight. Ride safe, ride fast, and we'll catch you later.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Barry, before the meeting here tonight against the Brummies, it's a hot day. It's going to be a hot match as well. They're bringing a good team tonight.
Yeah, they're bringing a very strong team. I don't think they've lost yet, or maybe they lost at Eastbourne, I think, in the national trophy. But they've got a great outfit. You know, they've put together a strong side, got some very talented reserves, and it will be a tough challenge tonight.
Now, our last meeting away has been well documented over at Stoke, but we know 2 of our riders fell off and had to have some attention.
Yeah.
All okay now?
Yeah, all okay now. Yeah, the situation was a bit unfortunate at Stoke. There's a lot been written about it, and hopefully they can rectify the issues that they have there and move forward.
Alfie Botel, 2 matches in, he's on fire.
Yeah, Alfie Botel is riding fantastic. Really great asset to the club, both on and off the track. Has a great attitude, has a great personality. The pits are a different place now, and it's great to have him with us.
So, are you going to give us a prediction for tonight?
I'm going to predict a very tough meeting tonight.
That's certainly going to be on the cards, I think. But the Warriors around their track.
Yeah, you know what? We have to race every team, and the only difference between the 2 sides will be the reserves, and they have a very talented reserve in Leon Flynn.
Just want to touch on the fact, 3rd year now, into the 3rd year of Speedway.
Yep.
You brought it back to the island. Still enjoying it? Got that enthusiasm going the right way? Positive?
Still going the right way. Still love it. Of course, I just wish we had perhaps a different league position. I think we were a little unfortunate at the start of the year. I think we went for a real bad run. It's a shame about Adam, and that kind of then leaves us in a position where there are no 3-pointers, and it's very difficult. But we work with that. We work through my first skid, and hopefully in the coming years we'll have riders for our own assets that we've built through the school. The first one obviously going to be Chad. Congratulations, Chad. Silver in the world. Unfortunate about your accident. And we look forward to that, and that's what we're aiming to do.
Now, for those Speedway fans that are watching it on the SGB site at the moment, they need to know that not only have you got the National League side here with the Warriors,
yeah.
You've brought in the SDL team as well,
yep.
The Wizards, and the My First Skid. So you're getting it really from the grassroots, from the first Speedway ride of all ages.
Yeah.
And you've got that covered right up to National League. It's going great, isn't it?
Yeah, from that perspective, the school is fantastic. The school is very popular, both with Islanders and Mainlanders, and we put a lot of effort into that. We believe that we really do teach people how to ride speedway bikes, and we can only teach them up to a certain point, right? And the next point is they need to learn to race, and that is. I so wish we could turn the camera around to see Mr. Campos pole dancing. We'll get you for that one day. Anyway, sorry. And so the SDL team is a really important step because. Well, as I said, we teach them how to ride the bike. The next step is to race it, and racing it is a different kettle of fish. And the SDL is a perfect step for that. And that's why we decided when we entered into the SDL that we would have only our own riders that come through the school, or if we were ever fortunate to find someone who was from the Isle of Wight and already could ride, we'd include him or her. And that's the way we're going to run it for the rest of the year. Win, lose or draw, the most important thing for us is the development of those that come through the school with the view of finding someone for the National League.
And the My First Skid now is on the road. You're going to other clubs and other tracks, aren't you?
Yeah, we go to other clubs now. We've got some dates coming up in July and September in Leicester, and we will also go to Scunthorpe and probably to Wight or to Lydd as well. So the popularity is across England, and I'm sure if we took it to Scotland, we'd be equally as welcome. The feedback that we have from the school is important to us, and the development of the riders is really important, and so far so good, eh?
So the message then for all of those fans at home, whether you watch Speedway from the north to the south, the east to west, all the clubs, you can get on track. You can become a rider of a bike. You can get on a bike with My First Skid.
Yeah.
Everything can be provided. You can turn up, have a ride, and you can live that dream. It is now possible for everybody to do that.
It's now possible for everybody to do that. We have bikes which are 90cc twist and shoots, 125s with gears, 250s. It's currently being serviced, but we have a 350 as well and 500. So the whole range of bikes is there for people to try, all in adult and junior sizes. Why not live the dream? I didn't ride a speed bike till I was 24 or 5, I think, and always wanted to. And a circumstance in my life made me go and do that, and that's where I am today because of that. So my advice to anyone is, if you've always wanted to ride a speed bike, regardless where you do it, if it's with us, if it's with all the other schools, Ride and Slide, Andy Meredith's school, Scunthorpe, Lydd, Wight, they all do a great job. I'd like to think that the way we do it is different, and we're very proud of that. But I recommend actually doing it. Live the dream, and if you can come down to me with ours, I make you very welcome.
Have a great night tonight. It's going to be a scorching meeting, scorching weather.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Great to be joined in the pits before the meeting then by young hard charger Leon Flynn. Leon, really enjoying your first year in National League racing, hey?
Yeah, it's been great. I couldn't have picked a greater club to have it with. I've had a good start so far, but I just looking to improve it.
It's a good start, sitting on just sub of 10-point average there, so that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully I can just keep it that way for the rest of the season. It will be a bit more of a challenge now that I'm moving to the main body of the team, but it's not going to faze me. I'm still going to go for the same amount of points, but should be good.
Well, tonight, obviously on the island, big track. Do you like it over here?
Yeah, it's good. I like any track as long as I get to ride my bike.
Now, you're doing the British youth rounds as well this year?
Yeah, I mean, the whole reason behind that is because I think it would be quite cool to be named 150, 250 and 500 British champion. I think it'd look pretty good on my CV, so hopefully I can do that this year.
That's one way of looking at it. That's great. And what about abroad? I believe that you did race in France. Is that going ahead again this year?
Not this year, as I'm moved up into 500, but hopefully I'll be later on this year be doing a few meetings in Denmark and getting back over to Rybnik and doing some training there. So hopefully it all goes to plan.
Now you've got a great bunch of lads in your team, a lot of experience there as well as youth as well. So how have you found that they've been sort of sharing the knowledge and stuff? Have you been able to go up to them and get ideas from them?
To be honest, you don't need to go up to anyone. I mean, everyone's just good in the pits. I mean, we all, the chat's good. Just the spirit of the team's been great this year, and we're looking to improve it every single week, and that's what we've been doing. And
riding underneath David Mason as well, and having him there as a promoter. And today, Lawrence, team manager as well. So you're going to have a lot of fun with Lawrence today.
Unfortunately, the boys have got to put up with him for the weekend. But it'll be good crack, and we'll have a good weekend, hopefully.
He's been there, seen it, done it all, and he's got all that experience to pass on to you guys as well. Well, look, have a great night tonight. Stay safe, ride fast, and let's hope that Speedway's the winner and all the fans go home happy.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh yeah, very tough meeting for the Warriors tonight, but weather's great, crowd's fantastic, even though the football's on, great meeting in store.
Put your hands together, clap your hands, stamp your feet, blow your whistle, wave your flag and welcome the riders on track for taking part in tonight's National League Speedway meeting. Okay kids, you can come and give them a high five as they come through. Very warm welcome to our friends from Birmingham who are here this evening to support the Brummies who are on a great run of form at the moment. So welcome the Brummie boys. And ladies and gentlemen, we need to make a bit more noise than that because it's the time for your own Isle of Wight Wightlink Warriors! Come in, need more noise! And I think now that is me guys who are practicing before the meeting. And Charlie is going to toss the coin. And the captains, Tom Bacon for the Brummies, Ben Morley for the Warriors. They're going to put their hands together, shake hands, and young Charlie's going to spin that coin up in the air and Tom's going to call.
Ready, go! Heads.
Tom calls heads. It's the tail. That means that Ben has the choice.
Yeah, I'm picking up in there. We'll have 1 and 3.
Ben goes for 1 and 3 for the Warriors in heat number 1. And the riders can go on track and get themselves to the Birmingham Brummies. And it's a privilege and a pleasure to bring them back to the Isle of Wight for entertainment this evening. First of all, down at reserve at number 7 this evening is one of the stars of the future of Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome Flynn. Running at number 6 tonight, he's new into the sport this season and he's starting to find some points for the Brummies. It's Butcher. At number 5, a rider who doubles up at Ipswich in the championship and scores an awful lot of points for the Brummies. Welcome to the island, Daniel Hume. At number 4, a rider who we've seen on the island already this season because he finished 4th in the Vince Mapley Memorial Trophy. He likes this track and we like him. Welcome please, Callum Walker. At number 3, a man who needs very little introduction to the followers of National League Speedway. He's one of the big men in the sport. Will you welcome guesting to the Brummies tonight, Danny Ayres. At number 2, a face that will be familiar to some of you here because he was a warrior back in 2016. He's moved up to be a Brummie this time round and it's great to see him back, Lane Cooper. And last but by no means least, the skipper of the Brummie side in 2018, he too doubles up in the championship, this time at Peterborough, so he's used to the big tracks. I'm sure we've got a warm welcome to Tom Bacon. Now, Warriors fans, you need to make some noise for the boys, because waiting at number 7 is the cheeky chappy, the Scouse man himself, it's Sean Hume. Changing the programme tonight and coming back in for another ride on behalf of the Warriors, Jamie Bursill. At number 5, a man who made a great impact first time round when we saw him, and he's back again in great form, is Alfie Botel. Number 4 tonight, riding for the Warriors, he was practising at the White House on Sunday when that big football match was on, so he doesn't take any notice of what goes on the grass stuff. He's more interested in the show. It's Chris Whitman. And also great to see back on the island after his little injury upset. Great to have him, Scott Campos. Number 2, the Batman King, the man from Kent, welcome please, Dan Veg. And last but by no means least, the National League's number 1, he's an island man now, is Ben Morley. That's all enough for the meeting this evening.
those on bends 1 and 2, it's going to be very dusty today down there, so if you want to move, please do, but it will get dusty. It's dry anyway, and we have this issue with the clay and the shale being dusty. We've received today a new set of clay, which we're going to mix in and do an experiment with it. So I'm hopeful, hopefully by the next meeting or the one after, we should be back to our normal racing circuit with a lot less dust. Again, I can only apologise about that. It's something that we can't do. Those Brummy fans who probably don't know, but if you look down the end there, underneath the blue tarpaulin, there's £4,000 worth of rubbish that we can't use. And for a club like us, it's heartbreaking to have to leave it up there.
How's it going out for you there tonight?
Well, it started off good really, and then it's just slipped a little bit. I don't know whether it's the amount of water they're putting on before my races or whatever, but I know they're up against it, trying to keep the dust down, and you know, it's trying to please everyone, isn't it? It's impossible.
It's pretty close out there points wise, so still well in it.
Yeah, we're still well in it. Like, hopefully with you know, losing Ben Morley now with his thumb, that's going to change things a little, but hopefully we can just keep it together and sneak the win from this. That's what we want.
Stay safe, well.
The what, sorry?
Stay safe.
Oh, fingers crossed. Hey.
Okay, Alfie, we're at the interval stage now, only 4 points behind, I believe. You're riding well. Ben's just taken a tumble there. What's the situation with Ben that you know?
He's dislocated his thumb, and he's well, I don't know, he's pretty knackered to be fair. He's probably got another week off at least. Shame, because I don't think it was his fault, but it is what it is, that's Speedway.
You're riding well tonight, 2 wins?
Yeah, happy with that. Hopefully just carry it on.
Yeah, looks like you're going to take up the mantle for the team then, and keep that score respectable if we can't push them close.
Yeah, definitely. I've got some big boots to fill, but I'll try my best every time I go out there. So
you're brilliant for us Warriors, so keep it going, yeah?
Thank you, mate.
Stay
Cheers.
safe.
Cheers.
Of course, if you're watching football in the Premier Lounge,
it is indeed, yeah. 1-0 Belgium at the moment.
Is it really?
Yeah. Not that it matters.
All that matters is whichever result it is today, we'll have to have a Speedway meeting.
We're sponsored by Team Coops.
Good. Yeah, really enjoying it.
Is this your first time?
It's the first time I've done an actual league meeting. Yeah, I've done a bit with the Warriors and the first league meeting. And next week it's the whole match because Chris is not here.
I'm not nervous then.
So I'll make sure he's on his mobile in case I have a problem and have to ring him.
No nerves?
No nerves, no. Okay. Made of steel, mate.